Coming up on episode 81 of Create If Writing, we are talking about updating old posts.
I can't go back to sleep, it's almost light. These restless thoughts have kept me up again tonight.
Hello and welcome to Create If Writing. I'm your host, Kirsten Oliphant, and this is the podcast for you if you're a writer, blogger, or creative and you're wanting to build an online platform without being smarmy. This week is a special week, and these episodes are going to be shorter, and it's all about the quick wins to start off your January. And if you want to get a free 75-page planner plus daily emails with a very short one-page worksheet to help you do a quick win for the day, you can go to creativewriting.com/kickstart to get that information. I'm having live trainings each day in my Facebook community, and you'll get the link for that if you sign up. And we're just kind of working on getting one thing done at a time each day to start off January, where we're not failing our resolutions, but we're doing bite-sized things to move us along in our momentum. So before we dive into updating old posts, I want to thank our sponsor, ConvertKit, my email service provider. I'm a huge fan. Obviously, we're going to have some free workshops from them coming up later in the year. But if you want one free month to try it out and see why I'm so crazy about it, you can sign up at creativewriting.com/ConvertKit and get your month free. So let's start by talking about why you might update old posts. Why you want to update old posts. So here's the reason. You've already done most of the work. If you have an old post on your blog, you've taken the time to write it. You've taken the time to put some images in there. Most of the work is already done. Updating is kind of like going back and editing to make something better. And if you've had a blog for a long time, I don't know how long you guys have been blogging. Maybe it's short, maybe it's long, but as you go, you grow. You learn how to do things better. You become a better writer. Maybe you kind of pivot a little and change kind of your style and perspective. Some things you may not want to change, but updating old posts makes something that you've already done and spent more time. It allows you to spend a little time and to take something that was already good and make it better. Now, how you want to do this, if you're using the planner on page 5 through 8, actually 6 through 8, it starts into Google Analytics. If you don't have Google Analytics on your site, you really want to do that. There's a lot of places where you can look online. If you just Google how to install Google Analytics, there's a plugin. I don't like a lot of plugins on my site, so I put the code in. I use a Genesis theme, and so there's a plugin that's called Simple Hooks that you can use to kind of put code in wherever. And so I actually use that to put the code right into the header area, and it will tell you and track very detailed information. If it's overwhelming for you, which it is for me, I'm not a huge fan of Google Analytics, I will use and recommend something called Dashboard Junkie. And you can go to Dashboard Junkie, and that's junkie with an IE.com. And they'll have these little mini dashboards with just the information you might want to know. Like I think there's a blogger one on there that just has the main information bloggers tend to want to know. So you can use that and kind of filter out all the extra info that's too overwhelming for you. So if you want to update an old post, there's two main options for you using Google Analytics. You can check to see what your top posts are. I mean, that's where you want to start. And then you can either update one of those top posts and make it even better, or you can think of similar content on your site that's really, like, say you have your number one post is, about something having to do with motherhood, and you have a couple other posts that are really, really similar, but they're not in the top 10. Maybe you could look at what's working in the post that's in the top 10 and then go back and update those old posts. So you can either update a post that's in the top 10 or top whatever. You could go back through a year, all time, or a couple months on your blog, whatever you choose to do. You could update one of those top ones, or you could think of a related post that's not in the top and try to get it up there. So here are some ways that you can update. One of the ways is SEO. Maybe you could do a little bit more keyword research and actually take a look and see what people are searching for in terms of how they're wording that in Google. You could use something like semrush.com, which is, you can get 10 free searches a day. I like to sometimes just go to Google and start typing things in and see what comes up that's related. That's not a very specific way. You can do the keyword planner in Google AdWords. It keeps changing where it is. A lot of these are really techie for me. I'm actually taking an SEO course now, so hopefully they'll be a little easier for me. But sometimes updating the way that you phrase something can really make a big difference for SEO. And then you're going to want to put that keyword, whether it's a long tail phrase, like a longer phrase, usually not one word, probably a couple word keyword, putting that in the post a couple times in a way that's natural. You could put it in your H1 or H2, your headings. You want to put it in the alt tags and the names of your images, the post title. You don't want to change the URL, because that is going to break old links to that post. But, if you're updating the old post. So that's one thing you could do is add keywords. Maybe you want to add a content upgrade, and a content upgrade is a freebie that's tied to a particular post, where people have to join your email to get it. So if you are writing, like I use the example of sugar cookies when I was talking in the Facebook group live, I have a couple posts on sugar cookies, how to decorate them and a recipe for them. Maybe in the how to decorate them post, I could create a list of all the things you need to buy at the store to really decorate cookies well, and people could sign up to get it. Whatever you can think of that relates to that post, maybe there's something really fantastic that you create, like a one page, doesn't have to be huge. Content upgrades are not usually ebooks or something large like that. It's something small, a quick win, kind of like these, where people can download it and it kind of takes them from learning the information to the next step after that post. So maybe you want to update it like that. Maybe you want to just embed a sign up for your email list in there or have a text link to it. Maybe you want to do a better job. Like if it's one of those posts in the top 10, if you think of content that's related, maybe at the bottom of the post, you could add a whole section. Maybe you would also like this and have images that link to those other posts that are related but not doing as well. Maybe your images are so much better now than they were 2 years or a month ago even, and you could update the images. Maybe your editing and your branding has changed in the kind of font that you use on your stock photos or however you're editing things. Maybe you could take, a few minutes to go update those images. However you have changed your images or gotten better, probably you're better than you were a few months or a year ago. Maybe you've upgraded your camera equipment or moved to stock photos instead of photos you take yourself. Whatever the case, another option is the photos. Maybe your writing has changed and you could update the writing. You could do a better hook or tell a story at the beginning that really brings the readers in. Using Google Analytics to start this is helpful because you can actually kind of look at the posts that are in the top and say, what do they have in common? Are they helping people solve a problem? Are they really well written? How long are they? Are they all the same topic? Because that can be really helpful as you're updating the post to make it relate more to the posts that are already doing well on your blog. And one final thing that you can do is you can work to monetize a post that's already doing well. So if you're choosing to do one of the top 10 posts, you could add affiliate links for products that are related. You could use Amazon links. You could use Commission Junction, which is now just CJ.com, or an affiliate window. You could have links, if it's about something on the internet, you could link to your web host or whatever other programs or products you're an affiliate for. You could put that in there. Again, with the proper disclosure, you always want to disclose before those outbound links that it's an affiliate link, but you could actually see some increase in revenue. When I was doing the Facebook Live video today, Roxy from GurFeisty.com was saying that she recently updated a popular post about how to make your own dog treats, and she put some affiliate links in there and actually generated some sales. So this does work. If you have a post doing well, go back in and add some of these things to it. So today's quick win is to go update a post. Choose an old post that's not doing well. Choose an old post that's doing really well. Make it better. Either way, choose something to update. And this is something you can kind of think about in the long term, is continuing to do this process of updating. Usually it's quicker than coming up with a blog post from scratch. So if you're burned out, don't have a lot of time, or if you just have some little windows of time, you could go back through and just continually be updating those old posts and then resharing them on social media. I recently redid an old post that was similar in content to one that does well on my site, but this one wasn't doing well. So I changed the image. I took a really great picture of my daughter, and because it was a post about motherhood on my lifestyle blog, and I took a really great photo that was similar to the photo that was doing well on a different post of mine. I updated the photo, repinned the image, the new image, and saw some immediate traction there from just the increase in a better photo. So updating really works. Today's quick win, just pick one post and update it. Don't update all the things necessarily unless you have the time. We're doing quick wins this week to get your momentum going. So don't overwork yourself. That's not the point. Quick wins, people. Quick wins. I'm thankful that you guys are here and listening and hope you enjoy this special week. If you want to take part in the live videos on Facebook, get all the downloads. Again, you can go to creativewriting.com/kickstart. Thank you to Jasmine Commerce of JasmineCommerceMusic.com for the music for the show. Thank you to ConvertKit for being a sponsor. And again, you can get your free month of ConvertKit, which is just not available everywhere, at creativewriting.com/ConvertKit. Go out, do your quick win, update a post, and I'll see you tomorrow.